Welcome back to Black Talk TV, where you get the most real, live, uncut, purest form of Black issues and what's going on. Let's go.
Something too. How many Black content creators over 100,000 subscribers, other than the Lapeef Network, are offering out opportunities for people to be able to get exposure? I will say, I have to put on notice, the Lapeef Network, they're always offering a panel up for upcoming content creators to give them exposure, so on and so forth. There are platforms who, there are few, but for the most part, there aren't many. But I've seen Pearl hand out opportunity to Black content creator after Black content creator after Black content creator. And hey, I'm just saying, it's very telling. It says a lot about where she stands on how much she values Black people. I'm not saying that it means she isn't a racist, but I'm saying that this doesn't speak to her being one. Let's spin the clip.
Let me run that back for y'all one more time. And just I want somebody to let me know if I'm tripping. Let me just run that back, wind that back one more time. Let's do that one more again. Let's spin the block. We're gonna spin the block one more time.
Creators over 100,000 subscribers, other than the Lapeef Network, are offering out opportunities for people to be able to get exposure. I will say, I have to put on notice, the Lapeef Network, they're always offering a panel up for upcoming content creators to give them exposure, so on and so forth. There are platforms who, there are few, but for the most part, there aren't many. But I've seen Pearl hand out opportunity to Black content creator after Black content creator after Black content creator. And hey, I'm just saying, it's very telling. It says a lot about where she stands on how much she values Black people. I'm not saying that it means she isn't a racist, but I'm saying that this doesn't speak to her being one. Let's spin the.
I've seen her hand out jobs to Black content creator after Black content creator after Black content creator. I'm saying this doesn't mean she's a racist, but it doesn't speak to her being one or something of that nature. Man, I hate to do this on ThonLexy, man, because if y'all saw my video that I did yesterday, I pretty much put on blast of the ones content creators that who was caping for this racist ass chick, JustPearly, and I pretty much stated I never really fucked with their content like that, and I gave reasons as to why I didn't mess with their content like that. However, I'm not gonna lie, ThonLexy, I enjoy lots of his content. Actually, he does great work in this space, as far as mainly when he's reacting to Kendra G's videos and everything like that, in regards to the delusional mindset mentality of the current modern day woman. But damn, Don, it's your own words, bro. And the thing is, again, like, nobody's above reproach. Nobody's above reproach. And what you just said just shows, how much it shows your mentality and how much I think you know about racism. Just the mentality of what you think, the mentality or lack thereof of how you think races operate. I mean, it's no, man. Look, we've seen countless of racist white people give Black people jobs, low minimum wage paying jobs, because other white people don't want to take those jobs. Back in slavery times, we've seen white men have sex with their Black women slaves, and they're racist. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, I guess he has the mentality of, if a white person gives a Black person a job, then she must not be racist. She can't be racist, because why would she give them a job to give them some type of financial support? God, it's just kind of cringe when you say that. If you, if you heard JustPearly things, if you listened to that video, which I'm pretty sure you have, when she interviewed Nick Fuentes, she agreed with everything Nick Fuentes says, who is a self-proclaimed white nationalist, anti-Black racist. She agreed with every single last talking point that Nick Fuentes says. And not only did she agree with every last thing he said, she never not once said, I disagree. Not once. She never said, I disagree with any of his racial talking points. And not only did she not agree with anything he was spewing on her platform, she took it a step further to elaborate on what he was speaking with her talking points, proving and showing that she's in lockstep with Nick Fuentes and his racist remarks. When a person is agreeing with everything a well-known racist says, and not only agrees with everything, but takes it a step further to elaborate on his talking points, what the fuck does that make her, dog? I mean, somebody, am I tripping? Am I tripping? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I don't get why some of these niggas is caping for this chick when the evidence is out there that she's a proven racist. I guess some niggas, they didn't went over some of her content. They, shared some of her content on their channels trying to prove a point in regards to this manosphere space and try to prove a point and, further packing and jumping on Black women in regards to their quote unquote delusional mindset. And I guess once you get too far deep in, I guess they feel they don't want to backtrack or even apologize. Like NTR is the only dude who pretty much apologized, even though he still didn't agree that she was a racist. He's the only person that apologized. But ThonLexy, he stuck his foot in his mouth so much that I guess he's just refusing to apologize, knowing that he's wrong. Like, how do you, if she agreed with that man on every single talking point that he said, and not only that, and further elaborated with her talking points, how can you not classify her as an anti-Black racist, especially when all of their conversation and talking points was on Black people. Black people are late. Africans work harder than Black Americans. She doesn't agree with Black Americans getting reparations, even though she would have never, ever said that about Jews when they received their monetary reparations. I mean, what more does this bitch have to say to prove to y'all that she's a racist? I don't understand and get why certain Black men are caping for this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. Man, here, and the thing is, it pains me to kind of do this one because, like I said, I mess with some of his content. Unlike my last video, the majority of people I didn't fuck with like that with their content or their person or the character. Don was kind of the ones I kind of messed with. He puts out great material, but after hearing that one, dog, I don't even know if I can ride with you no more, homie. I mean, and you've said some other things in the past that was kind of suspect that kind of made me raise an eyebrow on. I'm not gonna really get into that because I can't, as of right now, I can't remember every last thing that you said, but it was kind of on some say do Jackson shit where you kind of like, you're a Black man, but you kind of like talking down on Black people. As far as that's another topic. I'll have to actually go pull up some old videos to know exactly what you said, so I can go in further detail. But what I want to know is. What does this bitch have to do to convince y'all that she's an advocate and a white supremacist? I don't understand what she has to do. Like, I mean, she's never going to come out and say, I'm a racist. I don't like you niggas. Fuck y'all. She ain't going to do that. Nobody's going to do that. But everything she stated proves that she's a racist. And it just boggles my mind that everybody who took some of her content, put it on their channel so they can go ahead and relay their talking points, add their talking points onto what she was saying. It just boggles my mind that y'all won't admit fault or wrong and just apologize and say, I fucked up. I was wrong. I don't know what's gonna take. I just don't know what it's gonna take. Man, I gotta play this one more time because I couldn't believe my ears when I heard it. I couldn't believe my ears when I heard it. I'm just like, what, nigga? What the fuck is you talking about? Let's run that back.
100,000 subscribers other than the Lapeef network are offering out opportunities for people to be able to get exposure. I will say, I have to put on notice, the Lapeef network, they're always offering a panel up for upcoming content creators to give them exposure, so on and so forth. There are platforms there are few, but for the most part, there aren't many. But I've seen Pearl hand out opportunity to black content creator after black content creator after black content creator. And hey, I'm just saying, it's very telling. It says a lot about where she stands, on how much she values black people. I'm not saying that it means she isn't a racist, but I'm saying that this doesn't speak to her being one.
I'm not saying it doesn't mean her being a racist, but I'm saying it doesn't speak to her being one. What? Nigga, that don't even make no fucking sense. That don't even make no fucking sense. I'm not saying it doesn't speak to her being a racist, but doesn't mean that she's being one. What? Nigga, please. Look, I don't understand how you're not smart. And I thought you were an intelligent individual. Just because she's handing out jobs to black person after black person after black person and put them up on her panel doesn't mean that she's not a racist. How many white corporations and white companies that we know will give out jobs to black people because white people won't take those jobs? Nigga, you can't see the ploy, you can't see the play. Black men rule the manosphere. We control this shit. The white men wouldn't let her in their doors with them talking about the red pill content because the red pill content was created to talk about the white women. You know what I'm saying? Red pill content was created by white people. White men were not letting her in the door and was going to let them sit next to them and talk about red pill content when everything is about the white woman, how she's pretty much out of line. So, of course, her being a white woman, she was like, how can I get my foot in the door because I really want to talk about these issues? So, yeah, she's going to align herself with black people because she sees that black people, as far as in the manosphere, are really controlling this space. So she knows that she would have to hire black people, put them on her panel so she can get other black content creators and or black people to come on her show to speak about, the current modern day woman in the manosphere. I mean, to me, that was easy to see. She wasn't going to be able to build her platform up on primarily white people because white men wasn't letting her in the door. They wasn't sitting down and talking with her. She knew that giving black people jobs, paying them, crumbs, that was going to get her foot in the door and gain subscriber content. It boggles my mind that you don't think that just because a white person, any white person, male or female, just because they give a black person a job that automatically they can't be racist. That's the most absurd, asinine mentality that I've ever heard of. When we know this country was built on racism, white corporations give black people jobs all the time. They give black people these low wage paying jobs all the time because the white people won't work those jobs. And it's really as simple as that. It, like, me hearing those words that you said, dog, it was just so cringe. Like, it was just so cringe. So, like, I don't even know. I don't even know where we go from here, dog. I really don't, man. Don was one of the ones that he said some suspect shit in the past, but it was never to the point where, like, damn, I can't fuck with you no more. I ain't gonna listen to your shit no more, anything like that. But this right here, my nigga, this right here, I don't know, dog. We gonna have to put you on probation or something, my nigga. I don't know. I mean, I don't like to get into the colorism aspect of it, but what's up with these high yellow light skinned niggas, man? Like, caping so hard for this chick. It's dog. Niggas will respect you more if you just say, "Yo, my bad, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I didn't know this bitch had this mindset. I didn't know this bitch had this mentality." Like, what part of that interview with Nick Fuentes did you see that made you come to a final conclusion that she can't be a racist when she agreed with every single talking point that a racist made. And again, not only did she agree, she took it steps further and further elaborated on his talking point so she can convey her personal opinion into letting us know what she really thinks and feels. God damn, it's like niggas got the evidence right in front of their face, and they don't want to believe the evidence. They rather believe the lies that the person is saying. It's ridiculous, man. It really is ridiculous, and I don't get why Black men specifically put on capes for white women. And I haven't seen. I've only seen one. I've only seen one Black chick kind of cape for JustPearly things. Well, and she didn't cape for it. Jessica X called it the Jason Black show, and pretty much problem I had with her is that she pretty much was just denouncing racism. Not that racism don't exist. She says that she's never experienced any racism in her life ever. And her close to almost 30 years of being on this earth, living in the UK at that she's never experienced any racism. And then had the nerve to say a minute or two later that her mom is white, her dad is Black, but her mom's side of the family, whatever side of the family is white, that they pretty much ousted her mom because she married a Black dude and have kids with a Black dude and everything like that. I mean, it's like she pretty much admitted that she saw racism right there, but she just didn't experience it on her own. Like, that right there in itself is experiencing racism on its own. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just the things that people say just never cease to amaze me when it comes to racism. And the thing is, Jessica X, when she said, like, I didn't even know she was biracial until when she called in on Jason's Black platform, because when you look at her picture, she's another one that don't show her face. She has this still picture, but when you look at her picture, she looks like a brown skin, lighter Black woman. She doesn't even look biracial. So it's like, you never experienced racism, especially living in UK, one of the second most racist continent or country in the world, USA being the first. It never ceases to amaze. It never ceases to amaze me, which makes me want to ask. I mean, I don't think Don is biracial because he's never said he's biracial. He's always claimed to being Black. But shit, I can't tell. I can't tell at all. Y'all kick so hard for this woman that it's a shame. Like, I guess y'all feel y'all in too deep that you can't apologize because you've shared so much of her content on your page. You've elaborated so much on the talking points that she's had, all to prove a point because you're trying to expose and further prove the delusional mentality of Black women, which is just crazy to me. And that's pretty much in a nutshell that I wanted to put on blast. I just wanted to play that little snippet for y'all because I want to know, am I tripping? Am I tripping? What I heard and what I just played for y'all, what do y'all think, man? I really want y'all to comment below so we can get some more, so I can get some, get a pretty much equilibrium of what everyone is saying. Pretty much get a general consensus of what people think about what I just played, word for word out of Thon's mouth, man. Like, I don't get it. Racist slave owners back in the day, back in the 1700s, 1800s, had sex with Black women all the time, knocked them up, had biracial babies with them. They had biracial babies with ours, women slaves all the time. So just because they had sex with them, they showed they were physically and sexually infatuated with them, it doesn't make them a racist. Meanwhile, they still got you enslaved on the plantation. Dog, man, when are people going to wake up? And it just makes me sick that we still don't have no type of code of conduct to abide by as being Black people, as wearing this uniform that we wear. of this black skin. No other ethnic group of people does this, man. No other ethnic group of people goes against their own race. You've never seen a white man publicly. They may do this shit behind closed doors because we all know all races, they fight and bicker behind closed doors. But black people are the only race that fights, bickers, fight each other publicly for everyone to see. And it just shows that we have no code of conduct. We don't ever stand up for one another when it comes to races, anti-black racism. It just shows that we don't do none of that. We need to have some type of code, man. We need to have some type of code that we abide by. And that's why we are in this black arena. That's why, as far as people, thought leaders like Jason Black, we G-checking y'all, man. We G-checking people. We you know what I'm saying? We checking people's paperwork on the yard. If that paperwork, man, look, it's like that paperwork needs to be checked every week, every day, every week, every month. Just because your paperwork come back clean one day, 1 week, 1 month, don't mean it's gonna come back clean the next month. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be switching up like, God damn, niggas switch up like, it's just crazy to me, man. We check niggas' paperwork over here, dog. We don't cape for nobody. Nothing. Nobody's above reproach. I'm not above reproach. If I was ever to get big in this space and anything like that, if I fucked up, if I said some shit that was just out of line, man, please, anybody, call me the fuck out on it. But as far as being pro-black and fighting for this cause and us getting the FBA's getting reparations and everything like that, I'm always gonna be on code, my nigga. It's just in me. I'm always gonna be and stay the fuck on code. I'm never ever shit is ridiculous, man. I don't understand why we don't have a code when it's like I was born with a code in me. It's just in me. Like, I want all my black people to succeed. We need to be prosperous. We need to stay on code. We need to only fight or argue behind closed doors when it comes to certain issues. But as far as this, we need to put people on blast and oust people when they get out of line, when they get off coast, especially when they're defending the other ethnic group of race of people that don't give a fuck about us. This live is getting a little too long. That's my little rant. You know what I'm saying? Somebody like, comment, subscribe. Got more content coming. But for real, man, please comment, because I want to know if I'm tripping. The audio that I just played, that y'all just heard, am I tripping? I mean, am I tripping? Is what ThonLexy said, is it not absurd? Man, y'all let me know, man. Comment down below, like, subscribe. Don't like it, dislike it. I don't care. I'm a real nigga. I don't give a fuck. Peace. I'm out.